about the episode you got to direct, and
Uh,
tell us which episode it
It's
It's episode 506.
506, cool.
Yeah, it's called the Scratchmaker. It's a little different. It's we actually follow Blaine storyline. It's pretty much Blaine and Bryce, Blaine and Donnie, Blaine and Donnie. You get the episode focuses on them. So it was really interesting because there were sets that I've never been on. For example, Clive is not really in that world with scratching posts in their office, so to be on those sets and prepare for those scenes was actually, I've never been here before, never been on these sets, so it was really great, and they were just amazing. I mean, they just gave 110%. Everybody gave everything, so it was an amazing experience.
Do you think it made it easier that all of you have been working together for 4 or 5 years?
Oh, sure, absolutely. Yeah, because we're also friends, but you never know how it's going to translate when it's just like hopping behind the camera. But everybody was so supportive. Everybody was on board, and I was nervous. I've directed before, and I've directed 4 features. I just directed a feature this summer that stars Cara Santana and Tom Cavanaugh from The Flash and Michael Del Lorenzo. So and also Dawn Lewis, who played Mama Leone last year, last season. So anyway, I was well prepared, and but it was just a dream come true of an opportunity. So I was overly prepared, and just wanted to do good.
Are you looking to do more episodic TV after this?
Yeah, I am. It felt like coming from the indie world, making the transition to episodic television felt seamless. It felt easy. In the sense that, from indie filmmaker, I'm used to doing 14, 16 pages a day. And then for television, we're doing, 7 to 8 pages, 6 to 8 pages. I was like, oh, we're good. But plus also have this amazing crew, we've been friends for the last, 5 seasons. So that also helped. And just to kind of step into their world. Because I say when I'm acting, I'm in my lane. I don't swerve over into the directing, although I did go to film school, I did direct things, but I stay in my lane as an actor. But it was great to kind of swerve over and ride that highway for an episode.
Clive made a big decision at the end of last season when he proposed. Can you kind of talk about, the consequences of that decision as we move into this next season?
The consequences are that he's happy, and he's happy. There's a possibility of, Clive isn't the happiest of all guys, so he's happy. Got the love of his life, and there's an opportunity to build a family, which is, I think, which became important to him as he started falling more and more in love with Bazio. So yeah, there's some really cool things. I'm not sure how much I can give away, but the consequences of what comes from that, you find out from the first episode. You don't have to wait for it. You get to see exactly what came from that.
There have been a lot of, in the last 2-3 seasons particularly, it seems like there's always at least one episode where it's like, holy crap. Was there ever a scene or an episode that you just remember looking at the script and going like, okay, we just blew everything up?
Yeah, I do. I mean, the one episode 18, season 2, when Clive finds out that Liv is a zombie. That was, you talking about from all the seasons, right? Or this episode season? Yeah, that moment was because we had no idea that was going to happen. No one knew. Usually they give you a heads up about some things that's going to happen throughout the season, and even when we find out some things, it changes. Obviously as they get further along with the scripts, it changes. But I had no idea that was coming, so I'm just reading the script casually, and I had no idea, and I was like, what? And as I said, what? My phone went off, message from Rose, message from Raul, like we all had seemed to be reading it at the same time. It was like, oh snap, Clive finds out, which is great because it's like, okay, yeah, now I can, in terms of like kind of being in the know, just gave the opportunity to respond to the situation in the way that I respond to it off camera, like when we're not moving. So all the laughing, all the playing around prior to that. We had to get that out of my system, and then when we shoot, play it straight.
What's
So-
gonna be your dynamic now that with Renegade and Fillmore Graves or in the PD? Are you all gonna sort of band together to fight the government? Are you guys gonna go to war with the government? As far as the situation goes with DC?
I mean, that's percolating. I mean, I think they kind of set that up last season. So as far as how Clive is pulled into that, because he wasn't really a part of that. He wanted to save Liv, but in terms of the politics of it all,
Yeah,
he
it's
wasn't a
larger
part of
battle.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's he's walking, he's treading a thin line here. But I think in the service of helping Liv, and if she's ever in danger, or Ravi, the two people he care about the most, I think that he'll definitely step up and get involved. How much? I still don't know, but it seems like we're definitely heading in that direction.